In a second, I'm going to show you the image of a hero. Here it goes. Her name is Husna Ara Parvin, and she's a Bangladeshi individual in New Zealand that died trying to protect her husband from a firefight by some terrorists in the Christchurch massacre that occurred in New Zealand. I'm going to link her story in the description below. In a nutshell, this woman was taking her husband, who is a paraplegic and whose name is called Farid, to their Friday prayers in the mosque. She wheeled him on a wheelchair to the male section, and then she went into her own section to pray because, in the Islamic faith, women's sections and men's sections are separate from each other. Then, apparently, when the firefight began, when these terrorists decided to storm the mosque, both her and her husband did not know what was going on with each other in the different areas of the mosque because, I guess, again, the mosque is segmented by sex. So according to her nephew, she decided to bolt it, to run towards the male section to try to save her husband. And in the process, she was gunned down in the crossfire. Her husband was luckily got into, before she could come save him, by the brothers in the mosque who took him to a safer location. So why am I saying this? Why am I talking about this? Well, firstly, I want to make a lot of men that don't know that women are capable, if not willing, to sacrifice themselves for the men that they truly love. The men that they truly love. Let's not buy into this red pill argument that women could never do such a thing. Now, it is true that it's quite rare, but that's a function of culture and a function of tradition that is a function of biology. Okay? For whatever somebody sees as precious, they're prepared to protect. And even at certain cases, they're prepared to sacrifice their lives to make sure that that precious thing is protected. That is the truth of any human being, regardless of male or female. Even animals share that same instinct a lot of times. Like dogs are very well known for protecting their masters. The second reason I want to talk about this is because we always hear about men sacrificing their lives to protect women. It's all over the place. There's countless examples of that. Now, while this is not unexpected because men have been the ones that have been known to sacrifice themselves more to protect women, the women have been known to sacrifice themselves to protect men, it is most notable to mention that women are capable of this and women should be expected to do the same thing. Now, why I'm calling her a hero is because as a role model, she shows what women are supposed to be willing to do if they expect men to be willing to do the same. Women are supposed to be willing to die to protect their husbands, the same way they expect their husbands to be willing to die to protect them. That's the reason I'm making this video. Because we have this weird situation in the West, especially in the West, whereby we believe that a man is so disposable to the extent whereby only he is supposed to provide and protect. Only he is supposed to be willing to die to protect a woman. And what that does is that makes a man's life less valuable overall than a woman's life. And so when one life is more valuable than the other person's life, you can make an argument that because they're not equal, that women are supposed to be superior, that women are superior. Because if I am supposed to give my life to protect a woman and a woman is not expected to do the same thing, what that means is that a woman is superior to me as a human being. Now, obviously, that's not the case. So the only way I can imagine that we equate the playing field is if women are expected to sacrifice themselves the same way men are expected to sacrifice themselves. And there are women that are ready to do this. There are women that even without being told, know it's their duty to jump in front of a firefight if they could to protect their husbands. Some women know this. Now, other women don't know this or know this but don't want to act on it because why? They'd rather you do the sacrificing and they be alive. They'd rather they go to other places in Europe where you stay back and fight the Russians. So it's evident that I have to keep showing good women, women that are heroic, women that do things that I appreciate, and I think that men would greatly appreciate, even if the women don't do it. So far, the women have that mindset of doing such a thing, and we greatly appreciate that. I'm the kind of man that is prepared to lay down my life for a woman that is prepared to lay down her life for me. Because if she expects it, I expect it. If I expect it, I expect myself to do it for the woman. That's the way it is. That's what actually makes human life equal sacrifices. So I just thought I would share this to you, even though it's not culturally the norm for media or any other institution that has power to showcase this as an item to copy. I just felt I had to share this. And one more time, I will show you our phrase.